All these years later, And what can you do? The artists at the Plastic Club are expected to be flexible. I thought that encouragement applied to their art, but the more plasticity, the better, I suppose. Well, it most certainly is the Plastic Club. Look at the lines of the room, the structure of the ceiling, the placement of the doors, and see the artist in front of you. But the most important thing is the women of Philadelphia's art community are welcome in this space.
You are absolutely right. But I was the first to leave earthly life, though, and therefore I've had more time to forget than you two. But tell me, Bessie, do you recognize the Plastic Club?
Of course I do, Jessie. After a moment's hesitation, I tell you, how could I forget this institution that supported to and for many different females and other causes? And most of all, our joint effort and care to be successful in the male-dominated world of the professional arts. How could I forget such an institution?
What, ladies, you might have noticed. This one with all the gadgets, and that one too, are decidedly not female.
I'm going to get closer. They will know. Indeed, that one is a male. And the artwork of the women is quite unexpected.
Does anybody feel trapped in here?
Does he sense my presence?
Well, I hear some are sensitive to us.
Well, he is new, girls, and more apt to feel the breeze than the others. But do not be nervous. Our potion is effective for a few more minutes, but then it will wear off rather suddenly from what it says on the bottle. So then we just take more in 2 more minutes, and poof, they won't even know we're here.
Wait a minute. Maybe Vi is right. Maybe the potion is wearing off right now. Maybe we should take some and refresh ourselves immediately, just to be safe.
No, if we take more right away, we're bound to get sick.
Jessie, we're dead. We're not going to get... Why are you in charge of the potion anyway?
Because I died first.
How big are you two? And give me
Who are you?
We are the Red Rose Girls. Don't you know your Plastic Club history? We are the ones that are from the golden age of illustration, and we founded this club back when the men were relegated to that club down the block. Why, you're Jessica Wilcox Smith, and you're Elizabeth Shipton Green, and Violet Oakley.
That's us.
Oh, you're like almost solid people now. You're not even see-through anymore.
Golly, that potion sure does wear off quickly. And we're far less ethereal aerial than we were. That is not a listed side effect.
Wait, we've been seen. We must leave immediately.
Nonsense. I can order another bottle of potion next day delivery.
Overnight delivery from the celestial realm? Oh my goodness! That would be so expensive. We don't have that kind of money.
It wouldn't be too expensive. I have Celestial Prime. And I will bring us not just a new potion, but some memory wiping powder for these 5. And until that takes effect, we'll just hold all of them hostage.
You can't do that. You're just ghosts. What weak powers can you have?
Huh. Are you crazy? Haven't we watched horror movies?
Ladies, I know I'm just tonight's model, but I know who you were. You're legendary. The Plastic Club members just adore you. You're all members of the Society of Illustrators Hall of Fame. I mean, very few men, much less women, achieved such a height, and especially in the realm of illustration. And Violet, I mean, all those wonderful murals and stained glass panels. Do you ladies really want to ruin your reputations by becoming wicked poltergeists?
Hall of Fame? What Hall of Fame?
It started 4 years after you died. You got into it 40 years later.
Well, I joined the society in 1903. So it only took nearly a century for me to be deemed as worthy. Ha! Just like the artist clubs in Philadelphia.
And how about Jess and me? Are we also in this Hall of Fame? And were we inducted about the same time? Ha! It is to be expected. Women got so little respect when we were alive. I was the last to go. And yet this situation hadn't changed very much since Jessie passed nearly 30 years before.
We're not wicked. We're nice. How on earth?
What, Betsy? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I had no idea that we gained so much glory. We just did what we loved and were able to get paid for it. Few are so fortunate. I knew I was blessed with luck, but I didn't feel extraordinary.
Well, no one pays me. And I'm not extraordinarily lucky or incredibly artistic. But I love what I'm doing.
I seldom profit in a financial sense.
No, never.
Back to Wicked. Your potions will not arrive before the Saturday afternoon classes. And we have an intake for an exhibition tomorrow. All those people coming in are going to know that you are not very nice women. Your legend will be dissolved. And furthermore, we have to close this place up altogether and be out by 9:30 tonight.
Then you living types, go home and hold your tongues. Leave us. We're ghosts, sir. We can walk through walls if we want to. See?
Oh, well, not when you're tangible, you can't.
Oh, I'm going to write to that pharmaceutical company about their side effect labeling.
We want to stay. We're not wicked. We're nice.
No, go home. We need you to be an inspiration from the past. I mean, three decomposing women hanging out in the studio is not my idea of a delicate rose scent.
We are not aromatic.
Haven't you heard that the Gazana song smells like three spirits? Stop it right there! You nasty soul! How could you think of hurting the very people that revere you the most in the world? We apologize. Our behavior is most reprehensible, at least at the Plastic Club. I think, though, that we do have enough juice left in this bottle for a few minutes of fun. Come on, girls, let's go over to the sketch club. What's left inside, and we won't be ruining our exalted images there. I think we should all go and give them a little
And we won't have to restrict ourselves to throwing roses there. After all, they still have all those billiard balls. Not that would hurt anyone, but several mysterious orbs whizzing through the air would be awfully interesting. Jessica I'd like to thank the whole cast because I start out with a skeleton play and then through weeks of extremely hard rehearsals and holding our tongues, we build it and build it into the comedy you see. So there you go.
Just play the big part.
Yes.